Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go one more.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man, it's right. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into... And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Second down, here's an option. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, Brown 80! Hey, check. Hey, Delta!
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Cluster. Left. 52. Protein spill.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 60 or. All day, every day. Any day. 3. 218, chop. Quick. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Set. 50. Plant. Watch the screen. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Greystone travel.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll wind up up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. From the 31, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check three. White. He's checking.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. They're back at the 8 now. Third and goal.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal.
6 bullet power.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. You go tight. You got tight.
On fourth down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The trick play does not pan out here on fourth and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go. Here we go. 49.
Ready?
From the 45 on 2nd down. Lock. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
First down, Denver.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Lock now on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Sanders. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, ready. 10-2 stop.
Win championships, baby. Switch. Let's go.
On first down, Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
We got to get to the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Any weapon.
First and goal, Denver.
Hey, Zoo.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got you.
Lock gonna throw. Forced out to his left. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
Yeah, they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
General West. Smooth. Defense.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, let's get this. Get this. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
12.
Here's Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Put some gravy on there. This one taken from the 7. Able to spin free. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tight as Ringo. Tight
Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James.
Don't throw this way.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and then start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, Rocket.
Watch twist.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check.
This time they stay on the ground. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Bomber, 22 jet bomber.
47. Check.
Left, right.
Check.
Bravo.
47. Check. 47. Watch run.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Protein spill.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
X3. 218, chop.
Check 13. Check.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. Heck of a fourth and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Broncos' 23-yard line.
951. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill.
Run 80.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, Haywood.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Stay with your man. 51's mic. 51.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again. Rivers. He's got Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Rivers now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency break.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second and a long way to go. Rivers. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they run from the gun with Gordon.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Left to right.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
190. All day.
First down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got it to Williams.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You ain't got nothing. Shift. 61, matchbox lights. Left.
To throw, Rivers. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dunk,
yesterday,
which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Another run by Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Wait.
Let's go.
Alpha!
To throw again, Rivers. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
64, weak.
Here we go. No. Off. Check 3. Check go.
Lock gonna go on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
No, check that.
3rd and long for Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Lonnie.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Whip, 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 whip.
Now a carry for Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And Sanders has got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
SOS. 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 SOS.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean...